Welcome to Marian Ghana, where Kente cloths is what we do, where African weddings and events are our specialty, where African tradition where it's perfected, where beautiful culture resides, where marrying is honorable. mgkente.com, where competitors can't compete in quality or prices. Shop now, mgkente.com. So recently, there's some video that came out of Joe Biden, and he's, overseas meeting a lot of leaders. He went to the G7 summit recently. He was recently also meeting with Vladimir Putin and having their particular, meeting. And that was, eventful in itself. But what got my attention, and it should get a lot of people's attention in this country, is that Joe Biden, let's call it what it is, prior to him being elected, he was showing signs of something was wrong. I mean, and I'm not his doctor or anything, but some of the ways that Joe Biden was responding, saying things just like, what is he talking about? He was responding in a way that he sounds like he's a person that has, dementia in a lot of ways. And it's not to be funny or nothing like that, because I've seen that. But I want you to watch, this video, and I want you to listen to what, the American media is not homing in on this, of course, but other countries throughout the world are homing in on this video because they're saying, well, what's going on with America? I mean, is he okay? But let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Together with Russia, for example, in Libya, we should be opening up the passes to be able to go through and provide food assistance and vital assistance to a population that's in real trouble. I think I'm going to try very much hard to. It is. And by the way, there's places where I shouldn't be starting off and negotiating in public here, but let me say it this way: Russia has engaged in activities which we believe are contrary to international norms. But they have also bitten off some real problems they're going to have trouble chewing on. And for example, the rebuilding of Syria, of Libya, they're there. And as long as they're there without the ability to bring about some order in the region, and you can't do that very well without providing for the basic economic needs of people. So I'm hopeful that we can find an accommodation where we can save the lives of people for example, in Libya.
Now, Jim Crow Joe was meaning to say not Libya. He was meaning to say Syria, but he kept saying Libya a bunch of times. I mean, you've seen him kind of fumbling over his words. This is not the first time that he has done this. He's not drunk or anything like that. There was another time that video captured that he seemed like he was kind of lost at a restaurant, and his wife had to go grab him and lead him down the way. Now, let me tell you something. America has great doctors here, and he has access to Walter Reed Medical Center, that's where they go if they need anything. And I'm just saying, just for the sake of not only the country, but just in general, they know something's not right with Jim Crow Joe. They know that. Now, are they just using this man and knowing he's not, well as he should be? Because he wasn't like this the last time that he was in office. He wasn't like this. He wasn't stumbling over his words. He wasn't falling like we saw him fall going up the stairs. I mean, he's looking lost at times. Something is really wrong. And like I said, just in my opinion, based off of what I've seen, with my grandparents that had dementia, he's doing like them in the beginning stages. That's usually how it starts. And are they just using this man for political purposes, like, and knowing he's that way? I mean, come on. I mean, is it going to get worse? I mean, is Kamala eventually going to become the president, as some people thinking that she will, if he continues like this? Because he can't get before the world stage and this keep happening. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, if other people are pointing it out and saying something not really right with him, now you go from Trump and his craziness, and Trump had a lot of craziness, of course. And then you go from that to this, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know something wasn't right, because prior to the election, he was really saying things. He was calling out his dead son, and like he was just right there, and people like, huh, what is he saying? And then like kind of after all of that, I don't know if they got his medicine right or whatever, he was good. And then now it's like he's going back to that. You understand? So this is concerning. And it makes you think. I mean, like, how will he make it the 4 years? At this rate, he hasn't even been year one yet. Will he make it? I mean, will Kamala have to take over because his health wouldn't allow him to serve his term? I mean, it's just questions that we're looking at and we're just asking. Now, some people may be like, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. Well, at the end of the day, you need to kind of care because you live here. I mean, now, if you don't care because you're going to Africa or wherever else, that's one thing. But a lot of you, you hunker down here, so you don't want him to make an agreement to something and he wasn't really thinking it through. And then also, because I pay attention to with him, he says a lot, oh, y'all gonna get me in trouble. Get him in trouble with who? Nobody asked him that question. Like who are you gonna get in trouble with? I mean, because it's like, and then you see a lot of times he has a lot of papers he's reading from, because basically he has handlers, and these handlers are like, look, read from this, only call out this person for a question, don't go off of this paper, because I don't know how many times you said, oh, I'm taking questions, y'all get me in trouble. You the doggone president of the United States. Who you gonna get in trouble to by answering the question? But he was snapping off today on reporters, acting just like Trump. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about Jim Crow Joe, because like I said, I've seen this before, and they hiding that man's true medical diagnosis from the country. I really think they are for political purposes. I mean, people need to know. I mean, you do have a vice president, even though that's not the vice president we wanted, I'm gonna say. But you do have a vice president. If he can't really do, or he needs to let her go speak a little more and send her with him, I don't know. But, this stuff happening constantly with him, it's not a good look. Would y'all let me know in the comments what you think?
Are you tired of the rat race in America? Are you ready to visit the motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stretch the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand, or 10,000 Kenyan shillings, or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kellen Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.